What's going on, Gen Pros family? Thank you for joining us today on a Monday. Glad to be with you. Glad to be live. Been having really good weather out here in East Lansing. So we're excited for the spring. We're excited for the summer. There's a lot of events that are coming up, and we're excited. So I'll touch on it really quick. If you haven't registered for any of our events, please do so. The registration window is closing. So if you can get registered, then great, because you know about it. You've been notified every single live stream. You've been notified via tweets, via Facebook posts, via Instagram posts, all over the place. There's been a lot of notice for all of our events. So make sure to navigate. I'll put our link tree down below so you can find it on our website. All the registration forms are on there. So there's no excuses for anybody that's involved with everything that we got going on here. So be in the loop and watch out for our current events and our future events. So we're very excited. Let's talk about March Madness, though. Right now, Oregon State is playing Houston. Houston's up 28-17. That's on CBS. Now, listen, I just got a little bit of a bone to pick with CBS, especially the March Madness app, and maybe some people that are viewing this can resonate with this. I have a bone to pick with CBS because I have CBS, I have Xfinity, I have everything, the whole package, the whole 9 yards, everything. But for some reason, I can't watch the CBS streamed games. I have to illegally stream them, it's BS. If I have the March Madness app, okay, I have the March Madness app, and if I'm using CBS as somebody that I'm streaming through, then I should be able to watch CBS like it's nobody's business, okay? And that's a mess. I don't know if anyone else has experienced that same issue, but I've experienced it, and people in my house have experienced it, and it's not right. It's not fair, and I've never had to deal with it before. I don't deal with it with any of the other networks, TBS, TNT, any of those. I don't have a problem with those. It's all good. But for some reason, CBS, it has to be the anomaly, and they have to, pretty much present themselves like they're better than everyone else. I don't like that. So that's the bone I got to pick. Hopefully you can resonate with me. Later on tonight is Arkansas and Baylor. And listen, both these games today are on CBS. We have more than one network. We have multiple channels that can host these games, yet we're playing all the games on CBS. Nobody can watch them. So a little bit of a problem there. March Madness, the NCAA, someone's got to figure it out for future years. Make it on a network that is, one, open to hosting the games, and two, will allow you to watch those games within the app without having to go to a third party to watch those games. So figure it out. Arkansas Baylor coming up at 9:57 tonight. The line is Baylor -7.5. If I had to take a pick, if I had to make a bet, okay, Arkansas played a really good game last game. I like Baylor in this game. They played good. They've shown weakness in late in the regular season, but I'm excited for the future. I'm excited for what they're capable of going down the stretch. So we're looking forward to that. And I'll take Baylor. I'd probably take a money line. That kind of, I avoid a lot of difficulty there by taking that money line. So we'll do that. And Houston's looking pretty good against Oregon State. I expect to come back, though. Maybe look to live bet Oregon State, maybe with the spread. See how the score is at halftime if you want to bet a money line. But Oregon State has been very strong against some good teams. They beat Oklahoma State. They obviously beat Sister Jean and Loyola Chicago last couple days ago. They're a big shot team. They're the truth. Okay, they're the truth. Now, Baylor and Arkansas is a little bit more of a toss-up. You're looking at a 3 seed versus a 1 seed. But at this point in the game, you've beaten good teams to make it to where you're at. So seeds are more or less thrown out the window to a certain extent. Let's move on to other news, though. Blake Griffin came out in a statement earlier today talking about how his move to the Nets really redefined him in his career. So people were kind of talking to Blake Griffin, I guess, through the grapevine. I'm sure he got a lot of smack talk towards him. He's getting older, okay? He's getting a little bit older. So people are saying, okay, you're losing your gusto. You're not the same Blake Griffin that played for the Clippers, even early on with the Pistons. We've seen you lose a little bit there. And I've seen Blake Griffin. I've seen a lot of highlights with him with the Pistons and even more with the Clippers. But he says this move to the Nets more or less redefines his entire career, which I can agree with, because he's moving to the Nets, a very prominent team, very likely that they'll make it to the finals this year. Kevin Durant's gone, but he's not gone from the team, but he's gone. He's injured, so he's dealing with that. So it redefines him. On top of that, you have LaMarcus Aldridge, which has already also been moved to the Nets. So that kind of redefines the entire Nets franchise even more than it already was with adding James Harden. So they're looking at a lot of good moves, looking at a lot of good prospects going into the future, going into the stretch here. There's still a lot of the season left, but we're reaching an important stretch of games where it's like you want to make it through these games successfully, healthily, over 500, especially going into April, May, because you want to present yourself and have a good spot with good seeding going into the finals and going into the playoffs. So a lot of stuff there that you want to consider. Blake Griffin, I think he's still an all-star athlete. He's still got a lot of years left in him, and people will undermine him. People will downplay him, but I don't think that's really necessary. I think that he has a lot of potential and has a lot of life left in him as far as an NBA athlete is concerned. Let's move on. Let's talk about Jin Gaming on Twitch. So we just signed a new member, new streamer to Jin Gaming, to our Jin Gaming outlet. That's an arm of Jin Pros that is one arm of many arms to come, as far as, the different stuff that we do as far as our events. We have the Corona franchise of events, which we even work with them quite a bit as far as getting events planned, getting events set up, getting registration forms made, getting flyers made. It's a really long process. They've been doing a great job to help us out. But Jin Gaming, we just signed Austin Petty, AP3, stylized on Twitch. I'll be posting him very soon. He went live for his first stream last night. We're optimizing his stream right now. We're getting everything set up, getting everything ready to go. Similar to Reversal, which is already set up and he's already ready to go. He's already been streaming for us quite a bit. Been doing a great job for us, giving you the gameplay on Warzone and giving you everything that the people want. And I know there's a lot of viewers out there, especially our own viewers, that watch Twitch quite a bit. So I think that that's going to be a great arm of Jin Pros to come going into the future, especially adding another streamer takes a little bit of the work off of Smitty and Reversal. So we're looking forward to AP3. We're looking forward to Petty. Really excited about this signing. Might have saw the Instagram post about it, and it's big news, very big news, and nobody really knew about it, so it's a little bit. We had that shock factor involved too, which we're really happy about. We'd like to emphasize that shock factor whenever we can. So I'll put that Twitch channel down below, twitch.tv/JinPros. Check it out. Give us a follow, give us a like, and follow all of our streams, and make sure to go to our hosted streamers to watch them individually. If they're live, they will be hosted live on our Jin Pros Twitch account. So make sure to navigate to that whenever they're live. There'll be posts sent out when they do go live, and all updates regarding Jin Gaming will be posted to the website and all of our social media. So look out for that. Yesterday, we had a big podcast with the Shot Clock Pod. Nathan Shaw, 16-year-old kid out of Indiana. Got a lot of potential. I'm really excited for this kid, what he's capable of doing. He has the right mentality going into sports. There's a couple areas where he could maybe, enhance his sports expertise as far as, sports betting and sports, sports in general. It's important he's more faceted. He's more dialed in on NBA. And we have analysts on Jin Pros, on the Jin Pros team that are dialed in on NBA. They're just on NBA. For the Beeper and I, we're forced to know a little bit about everything. Do we have inclinations? Do we have certain sports where we dial in a little bit more to? Yeah, of course we do. As you've noticed, probably based on the Jin Picks did not get posted today. They'll be posted later on today. I got caught up with some stuff. And listen, I'm only human. I can only do so much. Okay, so they'll be posted after the stream. So don't get your panties in a bunch. They'll be posted very soon. But I dial in really hard right now on NBA. I haven't really been touching NHL because I found it to be really hard to pick the puck lines. The puck lines are usually plus 1.5 more times than not. They're always plus 1.5 pucks goals, whatever you want to call it. And sometimes it's hard to pick that. Are you in better odds no matter what the two teams are taking that puck line, taking that plus 1.5 pucks? Yeah, more times than not you are. Because then if you pick them to win, they already win. They cover the spread automatically. If they lose by 1, then you're good. But if they lose by more than 1, then you're toast. So it's hard to lose by more than 1 goal in hockey. And obviously there's anomaly games where you see a lot of goals being scored. You'll see like 7-5 games. And listen, that's something that's going to happen. So we have to consider that. We have to look at that. So let's move on here. What else do we got? So yeah, the Shot Clock Pod. Check that out. Check out the podcast. It's on Apple Podcasts. And make sure to check at the Shot Clock Pod out on Instagram. So there's a lot of big things coming to Gin Pro. So there's something that's coming up this Thursday. I want you to be aware of it. I want you to be ready for it. We're doing a little bit of a collaboration with another Instagram account. He does sports betting. He does NBA. He does MLB. He's actually a very big baseball guy. That's pretty much all I can tell you about that right now. I haven't even told the beeper about this. And obviously it must not be too important because he didn't make it to the stream tonight. He's busy dealing with some other business, unrelated matters. So that's okay. I'll give him a pass. I'll be honest, though. He's running out of passes. Just going to say that, put that out there. Let's give a little bit of update just as far as everything going on around here. So we obviously have the beer die tournament. We're planning that for April 17th. That's less than a month away. Registration for that will close April 15th, the same day that the Corona Challenge registration is closing. April 15th, that's when the beer die grand tournament will be closed too. So you might say, oh, that's only 2 days before the tournament. It's only still 3 months until the Corona Challenge. I understand that. I've been having a lot of people ask me, they're like, yeah, we'll sign up. We'll do it. We'll do it eventually. No, do it right now. I've had people come to me. They have signed up. They've done a great job. They took the initiative. They're already signed up, paid, and everything. They're ready to go. They're ready to strap up their boots and fill their bags with tees and balls and make sure they're ready for that first tee. Hopefully they have enough tees and balls to make it through the front 9. I know I have enough to make it through the front 9, so that's really all I'm worried about. I'm not going to release any pairings or anything until after April 15th. Once all the registrations are in, registration may or may not reopen depending on, what happens. If we have more spots available, if we have more things come available, then that will be decided post April 15th. So don't bank on that happening. That's all I'm going to say. Don't bank on that happening. There's a lot of people that have already registered, a lot of people that have already got their spots locked in. So take initiative, get it done, over with. Because then once the Corona Challenge comes, it'll be like, oh, I didn't even pay for it. It's like a free tournament. So that's a little bit of an illusion. So I know when I go on vacation, more times than not, I'll pay quite lengthily, especially if I plan it out good. I'll pay for it in advance. Once that time comes, I don't feel that hole in my pocketbook. Once the time comes, I feel like I didn't even pay for this trip. When you pay for things in advance, once the time comes, it feels a lot better going into the trip because it's like I already paid for it. It's all done. All I got to do is hop on the plane and I'm good. So just a little bit of food for thought there. I'll put the socials down below. Obviously, Gin Presidente is me on Twitter and Instagram. Shoot me a follow. Shoot me a DM, whatever you want to do. Reach out. Make yourself known, and we'll do that. Obviously, hit up the beeper. He still hasn't came around. I'm working him really hard. He is at tbrian12 on IG and at _Coach Brian on Twitter. I had a conversation with the beeper. I'm like, hey, make it easier on the people and make it all uniform. We don't need to be having difficulties because then I'm getting carpal tunnel typing it all out, especially on the gin tonics. I got to type out 2 lines. Okay, this is Instagram, this is Twitter. I just want to put, you see on ESPN, you see on any major network, if there's anybody that has social media that's live, that's talking right now, usually they'll put their social media down below. It's usually uniform across all platforms, so there's no reason to differentiate because they can find them on multiple platforms no matter what their handle is. So the beeper's coming around on that. Hopefully he can figure it out. And he is on the stream. Tony, where are you at? Where are you at right now? I mean, you're leaving me for my lonesome. Okay? I'm out here on a limb. I'm out here, holding down the fort. I'm in the war room. I'm ready to go to war. Where are you? That's all I'm going to ask, and I'll let you go. But listen, guys, after everything I said today, make sure you take it all into account. I got to ask you, Tone, if you're still watching, it's got to be an interesting perspective watching the stream and you're not on the stream. Is it kind of, it's almost like sitting in the passenger seat of your own car. Interesting view. So, it's interesting. So, okay, Tony wants me to send him an invite now. So we'll keep him on for a little bit more, but I went through all the major topics. So it's going to be, it's going to be whitewashed. It's going to be whitewashed. Tony, I just sent you the link, so join on in, brother. But yeah, a lot of big stuff happening at Gin Pros. We're really excited about all the events, especially everything that we've been able to do thus far throughout the pandemic, throughout the entire, pandemic. I don't know what else to call it. The mess. It's been a mess. For us to persevere and get through that and do what we had to do to really make it happen. I'm really proud of us. I'm really proud of everybody that, helped set everything up, everybody that was a part of any of our events, the Turkey Bowl, the Corona Cups, the Corona Challenge, any other event that we had. Thank you for taking part in it, and thank you for supporting us throughout that process, because it hasn't been easy. We have to follow CDC guidelines to the nines, because if we don't, we're in trouble. We're in trouble as an organization. It's easy to find us because people know who we are. People know who we are. Oh my God, look at this.
Hey!
He couldn't handle me flaming him. He had to get on the car.
Gin family, what's up, everybody? John J, how we doing, baby?
Oh man, I'm feeling good, bro. Did you get the deal done?
No, didn't get the deal done. They want to sleep on it. Which, listen,
come on now.
Is what it is.
Come on now.
Is what it is. Didn't have my clothes and shoes on.
Well, you got to make sure you have your clothes and underwear on.
I know. Yeah, I think that's the problem. I could have had the clothes and shoes on, but the clothes and undies were stuffed away at home. But hey, how was the live stream? What I missed? Can you kind of give me a brief little recap?
Well, you pretty much missed everything. So I'll just say that. Imagine that, right? It's crazy. So I talked about the Shot Clock Pod, how that's up on Apple Podcasts. I talked about Blake Griffin. Maybe we can dive into Blake Griffin for a second. He was kind of being undermined. He's like, yeah, everyone was telling me that I'm just, a washed up NBA player, however old he is. He says that this move to the Nets really redefines his entire career, and it redefines, who Blake Griffin is, gives him new life, especially with the LaMarcus Aldridge move that makes him kind of puts him in a different light than it did before. How do you feel about that?
Well, listen, I mean, that is such an easy cop-out for him to say that. When I was with Detroit, one of the worst teams in the East, everyone was telling me I was washed up. Well, Blake, because you missed nearly half the games that you were part of the team with. So I don't want to hear that from him. Of course, going to the Nets is going to rejuvenate him, because now all of a sudden he's in the driver's seat for a championship. To me, Blake, not a good take, man. It's a scapegoat. It's an easy way out for you. I don't like it. I'm glad he's out of Detroit. He's a scumbag. All of a sudden he's dunking and doing all this stuff now. I ain't buying it, man. I'm selling it.
Hey, I saw a lot of highlights. You can just Google it, and I don't want to get any hate mail from this, but there's a lot of highlights of Blake Griffin, even from the NBA Pistons. Or the Detroit Pistons, NBA Pistons, the Detroit Pistons. All right, I think I didn't take my meds today. I'm a little bit off my rocker, so it's okay. It's all right. 1 day's okay. 2 days is too much. But I mean, I don't know. I think it's a good move for him. I think we were talking about this off the record a little bit. How he's kind of moving into retirement a little bit. He wants to figure it out. He wants to finish with a prospect likely team. That's going to give him a run, whether he plays or not, going down the stretch into the playoffs and going into everything. So I'm excited for him. I'm happy for him. He's been a staple in the NBA for a long time now, for most of my childhood and everything. So I'm excited.
Yeah, look, I just wish he wouldn't have. He essentially shut down and gave up on the Pistons. I think that's my biggest argument with the guy. You could tell he didn't want to be there. You could tell he wasn't giving 100% effort. And to me, I think a lot of Pistons fans can say that was pretty disheartening. But listen, obviously, if he goes out and wins a championship, good for him. That kind of, puts the sprinkles on his NBA career. But to me, it's just so easy to say I feel rejuvenated to be in Brooklyn. Well, hell yeah, dude. You have KD, Kyrie, James Harden, LaMarcus Aldridge. I mean, DeAndre. Of course, you feel rejuvenated. So I don't know. Just not a great take on my end from old Blakey.
I hear you. I guess we'll retouch on this and then I'll wrap it up. Let's talk about the new signing of AP3 to Gin Gaming. Are we excited about that or what?
Oh, I'm geeked for it. I actually, the customer that I was just dealing with, him and I were just talking about that. He's a Flushing guy. He went to school with John and I, so he was talking about the signing of Petty. It's huge. People are already talking about it. People are already anticipating what he's going to bring to the Gin family. I know John and I are anticipating it. We think he's going to do a lot of good stuff. We think he's going to be, electric, for us. And I think it's just a perfect marriage. And really, man, can't stress enough how big I think this is for the Gin gaming family.
Exactly. I'm really excited too. And, we've been lucky enough to have a couple streamers that we know personally come to us behind closed doors and be like, yo, I really want to, be a streamer. So obviously the whole process is just for anybody else that ever plan on trying to be a Gin gamer, there's probably one spot left right now. And, that we're probably going to cut it off for a little bit so we can manage everybody, but we vet everybody that we take on as a streamer. We make sure that their personality's on point. We make sure they can talk to the camera. They're not camera shy. And we make sure that their gameplay is worthy of being streamed, first of all. There's a lot of streamers on Twitch and abroad throughout the social media outlets out there that they're just garbage. That nobody wants to watch them, but somehow, some way they get a crazy amount of viewers. It's like I really don't get it. I really don't get it. So having the gameplay, having the personality, and having, the setup is really the trifecta to being a successful streamer. And we look for those things when we bring on a streamer to Gin Gaming.
For sure. And again, we've been fortunate enough, John and I have been fortunate enough to be approached by two guys that seem to check all three boxes. So we're super excited for. Again, Gin Gaming is only just a leg of what we're doing here at Gin Pros. So it's super exciting stuff. We're looking to keep growing, building up these two guys. And again, John says maybe add one more. I think we have enough on our plate for the time being, but definitely a third I think is needed. But right now we're going to focus on the two we got and really make sure that they're firing on all cylinders. Is this Smitty playing right now?
Smitty is live right now. He's in the gulag. He's in the gulag. So he's got to figure it out. I'll stay on for a couple more minutes. I'm just going to live. I'm going to live kind of, commentate his gameplay. Let's see what he's doing.
I love it.
We're in the war room right now. He's in the gulag. He's waiting. His arms are strapped down to the chair. He's got to break out of there. He's watching, SpongeBob's favorite channel right now. He's loving it. I guess doesn't want to get out of that chair. There he goes. Now he wants to get out of the chair. Now he's going to move up into a position where he's ready to annihilate. I've seen Smitty lose his first gulag last night. That was the first one I've seen him lose ever. It wasn't a good sight. Let's see how he does right here. He's giving fists. He doesn't like it. He's giving fists. He doesn't like it. Let's see what he does. He's charging him. He's getting charged. He's throwing a Semtex. He missed the Semtex. He's in the tunnel. He threw his opponent threw a smoke grenade. He's rotating. He's flanking him. The stream is loading. He's dropping frames. Oh, he's charging him. Oh,
is he getting? He's whooping his ass.
But he's not geeked about it. He's still pissed off that he had fists in the gulag. He does not like that. So let's watch this. See him drop back in. Looks like he's running duos with a guy. I can't tell his name, but he has a crazy gamer tag. We'll see where he goes. Looks like there's a lot of heat downtown. He's going to drop maybe Stadium. He might be dropping into the city here. Let's see what he does. He's going to drop on this helicopter, I think, and then we'll see what he does from here. The opponent got the helicopter. He's getting shots. He's taking shots. He's got to get a gun. He's looting up. He found a box, luckily. Let's see what he does here. He has no plates. This is big time. This is fun. I feel like I'm Joe Buck.
I thought you were saying Dan Dockich for a minute. I thought you were saying Dan Dockich.
No. I would never say that. Come on now. And he gets shot and killed. He is absolutely pissed. He's amazed. Oh, he didn't even get the first shot. And he is just pissed off at the game. Incredible. He's dropping frames all over the place.
Not his best showing, but listen.
We tuned in at a bad time.
We did. But no, man, again, what Smitty and these guys are, just to kind of filibuster, what these guys are going to do for Gin Gaming is huge. I'm really looking forward to see the competition, even in-house, even between the two, because I think they're going to pull the best out of each other. And again, guys, we can't thank you enough for the support. Even the support that Smitty's been shown lately since he's been a part of us has been enormous and very much, we're very much grateful for that. So keep hitting the like, keep hitting the subscribe, keep sharing the shit, keep doing the damn thing. Guys, we appreciate it so much.
We really do, guys, really do. GG's Gin Pros from Trent Childers. Trent, thank you. I'm still a little pissed off, a little bit salty. I didn't get the invite to ball. I was actually in Flushing on Saturday, Sunday.
Right.
I still need to chew Pfeiffer's ass out for that. Okay. Pfeiffer told me about it. Listen, Pfeiffer told me, he's like, John, can you post this on one of Gin Pro? Can you tweet it out? Can you tweet out that we're having a basketball day? I was like, no. You're not even going to invite me?
Right.
I'm in town. You're not even going to invite me? That's unbelievable. I couldn't believe it. But he doesn't want to invite me, but he wants to have me posted on my social media. So there's a little bit of a controversy. Like a lot of take, not enough give. Oh, controversy! It's coming out of the walls. It's absolutely disgusting, Pfeiffer. Right? So we'll see what Smitty does. Looks like he's joining in on trio. Tony, you want to finish that drive home, and maybe I'll catch up with you later?
Yeah, listen, guys.
You want to stay on? It's up to you.
No, I just want to stop and say, hey, again, guys, remember always on my end, moderation is for cowards, and always bet with Gin. Thank you guys so much for the support. Gin and Tonic coming from me will be dropped tomorrow. I'll let John, wrap up his commentary with Smitty, and then him and I link up later. So thank you guys so much, and love you guys, and I'll be in touch.
Thank you, Tony. We'll see you, buddy. All right, guys. So looks like it's just me with you again. So I'm back in the booth. I've been in the booth. I've been here for, what has it been? Half an hour now. Just been sitting here. I got screens all over the place. I'm watching a lot of stuff. I'm keeping updated with a lot of different things. So we're just minding our own business. Okay, we're having fun. We're having fun doing it. So we'll watch a little bit more of Smitty's stream. We'll commentate it. I'll put it full screen so we can get a good view here. Hopefully this music Smitty's listening to is not copyrighted because we don't want any copyright infringements. And he looks like I just don't know if he's in the game. I don't know if he's ready to get involved. He lost it. Yeah, so I got into a game. You can go on Smitty's on the Reversal Twitch account. It's on our social media. It's on our official Gin Pros Twitch account. You can find it as one of our hosted channels. If he's one of our team members, obviously. So you can find it there. If you watch the most recent video, I hopped in on a match with Smitty where we could see his gameplay. We could see his gameplay. I was playing with him, and he just wasn't on point. I had to res him twice, maybe 3 times. Wasn't too geeked about it. But listen, it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm not going to beat a dead horse about it. But I shouldn't have to do that with Reversal. I shouldn't have to do that. So especially he's playing on PC. He's playing on a hardwired machine. He's not losing frames. I'm playing on Xbox One, and I feel like I'm a mile away from my router. So playing off of a wireless connection, I'm dropping frames all over the place. Okay, my gamers out there can probably resonate with me, and they can feel me when I say that, because it's obvious you're dropping frames on a wireless connection. I don't care how good your wireless. I don't care if you're sitting right next to the router. You're dropping frames compared to a PC player. So let's see where Smitty drops here. Looks like his team already dropped. They're dropping towards the stadium. And we'll see what they do. I know a very common play as of late that, I mean, it might not be a very common play now, but I know about a month ago it was a very common play. That play is dropping train. So if you drop train, you get the recons, you get the boxes, you get everything, you get all set up, looted up, you get tons of cash. And not only that, but if you hold down the train and you get the recons, you get to see the ring. You get to see the inner ring, and you get to see quite a bit of that ring. So you'll be able to get involved, and you'll be able to see everything that's happening in real time. And you can even go camp the final circle if you want to. It's not really ideal. Not a lot of people, go for that for obvious reasons, but if you're a novice gamer, you will go for it. So we'll see where he drops here. We'll see if he can get some quick kills. Looks like he's dropping a little bit behind the pack. He might be a little bit low. He sees enemies in his frame. He's dropping on a house, and the stream is buffering because I'm streaming and I am broadcasting a stream. So I'm obviously going to be dropping frames. Looks like they're spreading out, taking a little bit of a spread out strategy off the rip. Let's see if he sees enemies over there. One of his teammates are down. There's controversy. There's issues right off the bat. Let's see if he can grab a weapon. Let's see if he can get his bearings straight. He wants to get his loadout. I know he wants to get his loadout, but you got to wait till that ring closes. Okay, found some loot, got a little bit of money. Looks like he might be able to res his teammate. It's not confirmed yet. We'll see what he can do. Let's see if he can do it. He found another box. Maybe get some more cash. Grab that Deddy right there. And he's got him. It looks like he might have dropped and cut his parachute a little prematurely. But his teammates res, they're feeling good about themselves. I'll watch the rest of this game, then I'll cut the stream, guys. So Smitty has no idea we're streaming him right now. He's completely off the record as far as he knows. But he is on the record as far as we know. So that's all that matters is what we know. Smitty knows, doesn't matter. Let's see what he does here. He's pushing really hard, breaking through doors. Doesn't have any regard for who's behind that door. They mark the buy. They want to find that buy and grab that loadout before the ring closes. Before the gas even starts coming in, they want to get that loadout. I know Smitty thrives off his loadouts. And there it is. That's enough cash to get a loadout. They already had enough cash, but now they got to pool it. He wants to get enough for himself. And there's shots up ahead. There's enemy right in his view. Oh, that's his teammate. No, it's not. Easy money, easy kill. Got him from behind. The guy's probably pissed off. All right, so doors open. He's rushing the bank. There's enemies that have been through here. It's been looted. Enemies getting rezzed over there. He's rushing them. Team wipe. So they're going to loot up. They obviously have enough for a loadout now. They got the buy station right here. They're going to snag that. And they're going to watch how he does this. He whips it. He whips the loadout drop. I don't understand that to this day why he does that. He threw it probably 40, 50 yards from him over a hill. So there could be enemies over here. But he threw it over there, and now he's good. But that's not a good strategy. I do not advise that. And I only know so much when it comes to gaming. I am the founder of Gin Pros. I'm the founder of Gin Gaming, essentially. So that's one thing that I can kind of throw out there. If you're a gamer out there, just drop your loadout drop where you can find it, but not too far away from you. Because if you're throwing it out there, you're putting yourself exposed to possible enemies. So you just don't want to do that. Smitty does that, and that's fine, though. He works for him. He has a lot more of his gameplay that overcomes a lot of that sideways stuff. So let's see what he does. He's got a UAV popped. He's ADSing. He's about to ADS the helicopter. There's guys sitting on his side. He's going to take a shot. He downed one out of the air. Oh, he almost downed the other guy. He got an elimination. We got that. You saw that here live, folks. You saw that here live. We're broadcasting this. He downed the guy out of the helicopter. Amazing kill. You got to shoot. You got to ADS way ahead of the helicopter. You got to time it perfectly and catch a piece of him. He did that. Got the job done. He sees another guy on the roof of the hospital. Let's see what he does. I'm pretty sure the sniper, you can only get this sniper on Cold War, but don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that. I'm pretty sure you can only get it on Cold War. But obviously, with the cross-platform, with the new game, having Warzone be a game where you can play it on both Cold War and Modern Warfare, it's a combined game with the BR format. They mix the guns, and they somehow figured it out. So good for them. He's looking for enemies. He sees one over here. He's climbing the thing. Let's see if he leads him right. He downed him off the stairs. Does he have a self-res? Does he have a teammate nearby? We don't know. There's got to be a teammate somewhere. If he doesn't, if his teammate's far away, then he'll get a notification. And he'll obviously have the kill confirmed. We'll wait a couple seconds to see what happens. Stream's buffering. Stand by. Stand by. Hope you guys are staying with me. Get cozy. Get some popcorn if you want to. We're going to watch this entire game until they all die, and then I'm going to cut the stream. Could be 5 minutes. It could be 30 minutes. So let's see what happens. Right now I'm missing the Houston game. So keep that in mind. I'm missing the Houston game right now. Very massive March Madness fan. I am missing that game. He has a paladin shot. There's a guy on the top of the roof with a sniper. He's ADSing him. You can see his sniper glint. Attention has been diverted to the helicopter. They're on top of the roof. He has a sniper. You can see his glint. There's at least two over there, if not three. And he's taking shots. A paladin shot for the enemy. He broke the enemy over there. There's one more guy along with him. He needs to down both of them to wipe the team. Let's see what he does here. This commentary is kind of fun. I kind of get into it. If you guys notice that, I kind of get into it. And it allows me not to keep flushing topics in there, which I don't mind doing. But if I don't have anything else to add to that topic, it's nice to have something that's already going on that I can just commentate that's happening live. So I'm basically restreaming his stream. It's looking pretty good. We're not dropping frames. He's not dropping frames. It's all good. So if you're with us right now, drop us a comment. Tell us you're with us. Say hello. We'd love to have you with us. We're co-streaming Reversal on Twitch right now. It is on the Gin Pros Twitch account. It's on Gin Gaming. Smitty is streaming for Gin Gaming. Signed for us about a month ago. And we're excited about it. Let's see what happens here. Takes a shot. The helicopter misses. He's dropping, getting his teammate. Can he down one? It doesn't look like he can. The helicopter's in a nosedive. He hits the side of the helicopter. They're stopping. Hits the helicopter again. Smitty decides to drop down from the building. It looks like he might be pushing this helicopter. This full team right here might be pushing them. He's pushing them on their own. His teammates are getting their loadout. Let's see what happens here. Is he attempting to wipe the whole team? He might catch him off guard. He's trying to flank them from the outside the building. They might be inside. They might be right over that embankment right there. We'll see what happens here. He has them all three on heartbeat. They're 35 meters to his left. They're probably in the open. They will very likely be getting back in that helicopter after they loot this building. Still has them on heartbeat. They have not grabbed their loadout, and they are not ghosted. Teammate just got a team wipe. Looks like an unrelated team that is being dialed in on. Joey Flames, so you said he's clueless on us watching him. LOL, yes. He is completely clueless. He has no idea. But see, this is the perfect time. We're proctoring him. We're watching him to see how he's doing on his streams. Because he thinks I'm streaming right now, which I am streaming. But he doesn't know that we're streaming his stream. little bit of a Yankee swap slash switcherooski. That's what I like to call it. And he steals the helicopter. He's getting an aerial view of that team. He hasn't lost him yet. He's landing it. He probably wants to get his heartbeat sensor out unless he's dipping. He might be dipping out. He's got to pick out the other teammate. He's getting pissed off at him. He's like, you got to get in the helicopter. You got to get in the helicopter. He's like, I still got to grab my loadout. So we're going to hop over here. Now you got to worry about that team that you just stole their helicopter. They might be pushing towards this loadout. Got to be wary of that. I would hop back in that helicopter ASAP unless you want to push on foot. But I would get out of that area as soon as possible. Looks like they have vouched to get back in the helicopter. All three teammates are in the heli. They need to get high ground now. They probably want to get some sniping in. They're back towards that same spot where he threw the loadout marker about 60 yards. It was a Peyton Manning dime in the end zone. We'll see what happens here. He's repositioning the helicopter. It's taking some damage. It's smoking a little bit. There's some transmission issues. And it looks like he gave him enough money for a precision. He got a precision airstrike. We'll see what he does. We'll see where he uses it. The team has decided to find high ground on top of this building. They will most likely be spotted, though. There's teams that can see that they landed on top of that building. So they found a team on a nearby roof. He missed the shot, and he crouched. He missed the shot, and he crouched. So he might have been a missed opportunity, but they know that they're there. They're going to see his scope glint right here. He's getting mad at his teammates. But he's got to get it together. They got to figure it out. They got to get to the end of it as a team. Smitty stands at 4 kills right now. I can't see what his teammates have. When he pulls up the scoreboard, I will update everybody watching the stream. They might be pushing. They got to watch out that they're not taking shots. If someone gets down, it could be bad. They're trying to snipe out of the helicopter and hit these guys on the roof. They're taking shots. They have an assault rifle. They're taking shots in the heli. They land the precision airstrike. One of them is down. They're getting back in the building. Oh, one of them might have missed the building. He's pushing him. He threw a thermite. He got him. He downed one. They're taking a cluster strike. Now they have a cluster on them. Now he's got to push down the stairwell. The enemy is pushing down the stairwell. Down. He avoided the cluster. It looks like they're taking a precision now. One of their teammates might go down. He's not in the stairwell. He's on the zip line. And he is downed. He's got to wait for that last airstrike to come through. Looks like they waited it out. He got him revived. They're on the staircase. 2 of them are res. There's 3 of them. And Smitty might go down here. He got one. He's got to play it up before he re-engages. And there he is. He downed him. He might have a selfie unless there's another guy. And I think there's one more. He might be getting out of there as his teammate has almost been wiped. There's tons of loot on the ground and a lot of blood in this hallway. They got to be careful. They don't get blindsided here. There's a cable outside. They can get snuck up on real easy. Teammate won the gulag, so he is coming back. Teammate's down. He's back. There's a guy that's back, and he just got thirsted. Smitty doesn't see him, and he is dead. He will be moving on to the gulag. That rotation there, I don't really know if I like that rotation there. He knew that his teammate was down. He knew that there's a teammate on the other team that is in that hallway or around the corner. He did not take caution when going back down those stairs. Got to be careful there. Looks like Smitty has 8 kills. Teammates have 1 kill apiece. It's all going to come down to this gulag. If Smitty loses this gulag, this game is likely over, and that means my stream is over. So we'll see what happens here. Then that means I can get back to the Houston game, which I was already watching. Let's see how he does in this gulag. Smitty is pissed off at his teammates. He can't believe that just happened. They had the high ground. He is completely beside himself. He doesn't know what's going on. He's pissed off at his teammates, but he doesn't want to get too mad at them because they're still his teammates. So he doesn't want to, have any bad blood within the team chemistry. Very understandable. He's in a tough position right now. This is a must-win gulag, and we'll see if he can recover after this. He has to count on his teammates a little bit here. They give him the LW3 bolt action sniper rifle. He is pushing right. He's there. He makes the shot. He kills him. He is coming back into the map. If you guys are still with us, please drop a comment. Tell me you guys are watching the stream. And if you haven't done so already, navigate to Twitch. Give us a follow. The link is down below on the bottom of the screen. Give us a follow on Twitch. We are streaming / co-streaming reversal of Jin Gaming live. This is live right now as you're watching it. You're witnessing a live stream within a live stream. Very interesting stuff. We're making breakthroughs in the streaming game. Looks like they've ignited a scavenger contract. He's looking for all the crates. He has to re-loot up since he lost his loadout from dying. He has none of his perks. He just picked up an LMG. It's probably 350 pounds on his back right now while he carries the X16. He's pushing on a teammate. They're still in the building. They're dropping down. We'll see if they can rotate back on this team and find this team that just killed them. He wants revenge. He really wants revenge, but he needs to have a better weapon. This LMG might not do it in this staircase. He thinks they're still in the building. He takes a peek up through the flights of stairs, doesn't see him, jumps through the window, and he vouches to possibly take the cable up. Now, they might still be on this roof, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see if they're still on this roof or not. If not, they're probably in the upper staircase, unless they jump down. He's pushing in with a pistol. He doesn't see anybody. He's moving in very recklessly. He missed the FFAR right there on the ground. He finds a satchel so he can play it up. And he still didn't find the FFAR, which is somehow his favorite weapon, but I cannot stand that weapon. The base model gives you 25 rounds. It's not enough. The fire rate is incredible, which is one of the good things about that gun. One of the few good things. He sees an enemy down by the bank. Teammates have spotted him. He's floating in. An enemy just got rezzed. He sees him pushing around the backside of the tent. He might be in the road. He might be in the corner. He's getting shot at. He might be getting third-partied. Let's see what happens here. There's a teammate that is down below him, and there's an enemy on the backside of this building. He might be a teammate on this guy's team, or he might be a third party. We don't know yet. And a paladin shot after breaking his armor. He is not happy with that. He downed an enemy on the far side of that roof. He broke that guy. Let's see if he can down him. He downs two guys. Does anybody have a self-res? His teammates are not by him. This might be GG's for that squad. Smitty wants to get a loadout, but he doesn't know if he has enough money amongst his team. He can't do the mental math in his head. I'm doing the mental math in my head. They do have enough. And there's guys on that far roof that obviously got him already. The teammate on the other team just died. He's pushing in to loot him. He's down here towards this buy station. Let's see what happens here. There is 30 people left, including his squad, 31. One just came back from the ghoulie. 11 squads back. He's taking shots from that roof. He's got to reposition. Oh, a teammate goes down. They're getting shots from that roof. He might die here. A loadout drop was just placed right next to him. They're taking a precision airstrike. He's got to rotate inside. If he doesn't, then he is dead. He has to play it up. Teammate is down. Teammate is down after he selfied. Landed some shots on the guy on the roof, but only Paladin shots, didn't break him or anything. Teammate got res. Now they can get their loadie. They're still taking shots from that roof. Once it goes away, they're going to be taking more shots. They got to get out of there. Smitty's throwing in there a couple wisecracks, thinking he's funny. That one really wasn't that funny. Usually his jokes are pretty funny, but that one wasn't that funny. There's an SUV pushing next to him. He hit a wall. Let's see if he can throw a thermite on him. He throws a thermite. He's pushing him. There's an enemy down. There's more enemies there. There's more enemies there. Do they know that or not? That might have been. He might have had a selfie. He didn't selfie. If he selfied, then he was the last teammate. Then it would have been a team wipe. If you're watching with us, please drop a comment. Thank you guys for watching the stream this long. If you have stayed with us the whole time, we're pushing the hour mark. So really exciting stuff here from Reversal on Twitch, on Jin Gaming. Really exciting stuff. We're really excited with Jin Gaming. We have a new streamer that just signed with us, AP3, Austin Petty. We're going to be looking forward to some gameplay from him. Gets the long shot, gets the team wipe from across the quarry. He was in a vehicle. He looks like he's getting his other loadout. There's Big Bertha that's pushing him in the big truck. He's going to need to get a sniper here so we can get some range on him. They're a little ways out. He's in a bad position. The circle's closing in. Circle's closing in. It might be glitched out. There's a team right there. He broke one. He downed one. He still has the LMG that weighs 580 pounds. He needs to down one more guy. He still has 90 rounds in the clip. He's rotating left to get another position. Someone just got rezzed. He's going to have to throw a thermite over there or something. Someone threw a thermite. It wasn't enough. Another guy's down. There's guys all over the place. Double kill. There's still one guy left. Where is he at? Teammates pushing him. Just got down. He's taking cover behind the rocks. Let's see what happens here. He's rushing. And he gets the team wipe. They're feeling good. Still don't have a good position, though. They're in the wide open range. There's not much cover to be found in this area. You got to be careful right now because you got to find cover. You know there's teammates around you. There's still 11 guys left. Let's see if they can clinch this dub. That'll be really cool if we see this dub happen. They vouched to get in Bertha. There's loot all over the place. They're feeling good as far as loot is concerned. It would be catastrophic for Smitty to get sniped out of Bertha right now or anywhere. He tries to get the cluster. He's getting shot from all angles. He goes down. Two teammates go down. And it's up to the last teammate. He goes down, and that's it. They're all dead, taking 10th place. Smitty is getting pissed off at his teammates, goes down with 13 kills, 37-14 damage. Pretty good game there. So we'll wrap it up there. We'll leave Smitty to finish his stream. I don't think he's too happy with that. And I don't think he'll be too happy that we were watching that stream. He had some good kills in there. He had some good kills. We got those kills on the screen. So he's happy about that. There's a lot of good things to come. He's still streaming. We'll be streaming probably for another hour or so. So make sure to navigate down to twitch.tv/GenPros down below, and we are hosting Reversal on there. Give us some love on Twitch. We would love for you to drop us a follow and then show love to all of our streamers as well. Good stuff, guys. Thank you for tuning into the stream. I'll wrap it up there. Make sure to catch up on all of our social media posts. Stay tuned for all the March Madness games tonight and going into the week, into the Elite Eight. Very exciting stuff going forward. And I'll leave it at that, guys. Reach out to us if you want to say hi, say what's up, have a question, whatever you got. Shoot us a message, or I'll put our email down below too, betwithjin@gmail.com. Or you can hit me personally, john@ginpros.org. I'll leave it there, guys. Thank you for tuning in again. I'm John J. II with Gin